Building an authority brand content system. In this video, I want to talk to you about the difference between building an authoritative coaching brand and simply focusing on new followers, whether it's viral strategies or just those metrics of how many views you can get on your content. Because if you're trying to build a coaching brand, if you're trying to work with the right clients, get paid what you deserve, but also maintain the brand reputation that you're building around service and results, it's important that you think about the brand that you're building. Now, I've been able to build a multi-seven-figure coaching business. I've been in the fitness industry 25 years, but I've still only got 65,000 followers. The followers that I have are highly engaged. They are professional coaches who care about coaching, who care about getting great results, but they have their integrity and values intact around coaching. That's what they care about. And that's who I market to. And to be honest, over the last 25 years, I've carried that from coaching clients in terms of fat loss, bodybuilding, physique development, all the way through with my values around coaching into the business coaching space. And the clients that we work with inside our business coaching programs, in Coaching Concierge, Build and Scale, they're all on that structured journey towards building their coaching brand. Our scaling clients, a lot of them have got 15, 20, 30,000 followers. They're not 150, 200,000 followers, very rarely. But these are the coaches that are making 20, 30, 40, 50,000 plus per month. So what is the formula that they follow? Why does it work so well? It starts off, and you might think this is a little bit of an odd one to start with, but so many coaches overlook it. They want to go viral, they want to get views, they want to get just numbers, but they don't focus on the results. Your result, and I call it a signature result, that's what you need to be known for, the outcome. How hard are you working right now to present that and produce that? And also, how consistent are you with the quality of that result? Now, in the second point, I'll talk to you about presentation. But right now, decide first and foremost, what is the signature result that I'm working towards? In any business, clients or anybody in business is looking for a particular person. That's their demographic. That's their target audience. So when you start posting inconsistent results, a bit of a weight loss result, a bit of a body transformation result, somebody that just looks better in their clothes, there's three different types of people. You're not helping your market understand who you're marketing to. But if you want to build an authority coaching brand, you have to think about the actual standard that you're presenting. If it's a photo shoot client, have you took pride in the before photo? Have you take pride in the after photo? If you are ranking your results by stars, are you presenting 5-star, 3-star, 1-star? Where are you at? And also, don't forget, you're trying to get your followers to aspire or be inspired to work up to the level that you're working at. So my advice to you today, look through your portfolio results. Are people where you want them to be? And what have you got to do to get the results to that level that you can share them on your page? Now, the second point is high quality presentation. Inside high quality presentation actually comes back to your results. When you're posting results side by side, very often coaches have the head here and on the other photo, the head here. One of them zoomed out, one of them forward. It's not professional. If you want a high value, quality, authority-based coaching brand, everything has to look aligned, shoulders aligned, head aligned, the positioning of the photo, how professional the photo is. Are you getting a videographer? These all matter. Great clients are looking for quality, but also something that we're very conscious about is what are your fonts? What are your colors? What are your styles? What is the consistency in the brand that you're presenting? This is so important when you're building a coaching brand. It's not all about the logo that you're using, but it's about the consistency in the presentation. There is literally coaches can almost look at each other and go, that's a quality coaching brand. That's a quality coaching brand, because the quality of the images, the photos, the before and afters, the results of the clients, whether it's endurance running, high rocks, whatever it may be, everything is presented perfectly. And that showcases high standards. Think of a 5-star hotel. They don't cut corners. And if you're trying to build a high value authority coaching brand, you're not going to cut corners either. Now, the third thing we're going to get into content is belief breaking. Now, believe it or not, gone are the days where just posting a how to squat better, how to lunge better, that doesn't work as effectively anymore. It's all been done. But here's what people do wrong versus here's what you need to do is this is what people believe to be true. This is what most people do when it comes to a glute bridge. This is what you need to do better. This is what people do when it comes to food. This is what you could do better. Works so well because because you're psychologically breaking a belief. How to do a perfect loop bridge. People need to know what they're doing wrong to start with. So this is what most people do wrong versus this is what most people do right. And you can think about this through everything you do within your content. So that is point number 3. To build an authority brand content system, you also need to look at identity stories. These are moving you from student to teacher, learning. It helps you to be able to share personal stories, which elevates your authority. Now, a lot of coaches, you're constantly looking at the people ahead of you. Well, I've got imposter syndrome. I don't think I'm good enough. Your journey, if you're 25, right the way back to 10, serves a purpose. What did you learn at school when you were playing sport that's transferred into how you approach business, how you approach life, how you approach training? What happened to you when you were 19 or when you did your first competition, whether it's fitness, endurance, whatever it may be? What have you learned along the way? How does that carry over to what you're doing now? People love to hear the student to teacher. I've been a student through life, through all my ups and downs and my challenges. As the father figure of fitness business to coaches, I can see so much of what you're going to be running into over the next 2 to 3 to 5 years, even 10 years. I even said to somebody yesterday, here's what you need to do to be able to elevate over the next 6 months. I need to see more authority. One of the points I'm going to share with you in a second. I need to see more authority. If you want to attract better clients, more consistent clients, we need to see more of you stepping up as an authority. Why? Because I know that for every level that coaches need to be at, you need to step up into a new identity. Well, if you've moved through different stages of your life right now and moved through the stages of identity, you have story, lessons, challenges, things you failed at, things you've learned from. Share them. It raises your authority. Lifestyle. Now, people buy into you, what you're doing, where you're traveling, where you're going. Today I'm filming YouTubes and I'll do a behind the scenes and I'll post what I'm doing, where I'm at. I'll go out with my family. We'll post where we're at. We document that. Remember, you're building a personal brand. This raises your authority. What a lot of people don't do is they just post their training. They don't really document anything about what they're doing. People will buy into you before they buy from you. So allow people to see a part of your life. My question to you today is, what do you avoid sharing? What are you avoiding sharing? It doesn't need to be splattered 20 posts on your stories or every carousel about your life, but elements of your life to build an authority brand content system need to make a part of your grid or even your stories on a day-to-day basis. It's very, very important in terms of building authority. I'm going to stop the video just for 2 seconds because I've got a free gift for you. Now, I created a 5-part mini-series called the Online Coach Income Accelerator. And in this video series, I teach you the incredible opportunities that lie ahead for online fitness coaches today. I then talk to you about how to attract, engage, and market to your dream customers. Now, when you have these dream prospects in sight, I then teach you how to land the high-paying clients. Now, to download this, to get immediate access, all you need to do is to click the link in the bio and you'll receive immediate access as soon as you submit your details. I'll see you there. And that's lifestyle. But then there is authority-based content. This includes podcasts, training with people, going to events, or learning. If you want to raise your authority, you've got to do things that people with authority do. They collaborate on podcasts. One of the best ways that I drove up my authority throughout my coaching career was training with industry peers, people that are better than me. Especially when I was bodybuilding, I would train with the likes of Jordan Peters or Ben Pekulski, just to name a couple. And people would see me with them, and it was purposeful. I ended up becoming friends with them, but I wanted to get in their network and their world. In fact, I am going not in the too distant future to a mastermind in a different country. And I'm going to be collaborating and networking, building new relationships up with people. And that'll increase my authority because I'm going to these events to learn from different people. I have mentors all the time and I document what I'm doing in my life. So you now need to think to yourself, if I'm raising my authority, do I need to be on podcasts? Do I need to create networks? You can't just be a little online trainer just hiding away, creating the odd piece of content. If you really want to make a dent in the world, Elevate your authority. Number 7 is community. An incredible way to raise your authority is to bring people together. As at the time of recording this, we're preparing for our Dubai Live 2025 event, an amazing community for our clients to come into Dubai, to spend time with us over 3 days, to network and collaborate, but me showing client events. We've also got clients in our program that go for walks with their clients. They have coffee mornings with their clients. So many different ways of bringing your community together. Even if it's remote, not necessarily in person, you do it as a remote meeting or a remote quote unquote coffee morning, for example. Bring your clients together and have a conversation, or a mastermind online. Bring your community together. We do this inside Coaching Concierge Scale. We have masterminds online digitally where we break out into different rooms and we share these and show our clients what's happening. Again, raising authority. Polarizing opinions for number 8. When you start creating polarizing opinions, you are showing your conviction and confidence in your field, raising your authority. Conviction and confidence and being polarizing, you don't have to call people out. Oh, this person said this, I don't like this. That's not my style. If that's the style you want to go with, being polarizing. But I will say, this is what I see in the industry. I started at the beginning of this video going, look, if you want to go viral and go down that route, great. I'm not your guy. I'm not. But if you want to build an authority brand content system and have an authoritative brand that attracts the right clients to you like magnets, and you can charge them what you're worth and scale from there, I am. But that's why you create that polarity, to give people clarity as to with confidence and conviction who it is that you're working with. And then finally, this isn't completely necessary right at the beginning of building your online business, but certainly for coaches that are scaling above 10 to 15K per month, still valuable at the lower level, but you've got to focus on first things first, getting up to your first 6 to 8K months. But the next step in raising your authority is to get your audience to follow you on longer form platforms, whether it's YouTube or going to email and you're directing them to a YouTube video or a podcast. When you can get your audience to listen to you like you're listening to me now towards the end of this video, you've been with me X amount of time. And by being here, my knowledge and expertise and everything you're writing down, the notes that you're taking, I'm raising my authority. Hopefully you're seeing me as a trusted authority in this space. And that's raising my authorities. And let me just ask you this. What about you? If you started to do a little bit more of the points that I've shared down here, where do you think your level of authority would be? Because the authority brand content system is what we teach our clients. Examples, systems, structure, implementing it. It is a slightly longer play, but I guarantee this. If I talk through sharing results, better presentation, belief breaking, identity, sharing your lifestyle, being on podcasts, putting your community together, having polarizing opinions, all of these things are probably things that you love talking about. It's things that you like presenting. It allows you to be able to really share what you're most inspired by. That's how you build your coaching brand. That's how you attract dream clients who pay you what you're worth, but they stay long term. They don't just come in for a quick 12-week transformation. They stay because of what you're building and what they're a part of and what they've achieved. So this is the authority brand content system. You've got 9 areas there that I've covered in this video. When you start looking at these and you start looking at other coaches that are doing great work, you start modeling what they're doing with your own brand spin, and you end up with a great coaching brand. Put down in the comments which one of those ones is most relevant to you. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, with everything that I put out, please do me a favor, share it, share it with a colleague. Let's help more people, help them to build a great coaching brand. And if you want some help in building your coaching brand, click the link in the description or send me a direct message on Instagram. I'll reply to you. But for now, take care and I'll speak to you soon.